Hey guys, how is your Saturday? Well, I guess depending on which part of the world you're in, it could still be Friday for you. For some of you, I think, maybe. I'm not great with my time zones, as you can see. Wow, what an amazing week, and what an eventful week for all of us, I guess. Depending on which part of the world you're in, some of you may be in total lockdown. Some of you might just started working from home. I myself this week had celebrated my 37th year birthday, or my 37th birthday. Started moving in to working from home, and it's actually been a great week. It's been a very productive week for me. I don't know about you, but I think running a business on the side has made me, I've gained all these skills in terms of operating with teams on site and, just doing all those things. My laptop is telling me to plug in, so I'm just going to do that quickly. Power, beautiful. There we go, that's much better. But as I was closing my laptop yesterday, I just had this feeling. Now is really the time for us to all question. Question what? Question everything. Because this is unprecedented, right? What we're experiencing, we've never experienced before in our lifetime. Our parents probably hasn't experienced it either. It's unheard of. So a lot of what we used to know actually doesn't apply anymore. A lot of what we used to think will work, or a lot of what used to work for us in the past, quite frankly, is being challenged right now. And they may not even work anymore. So what do we do? What do we do? This is the time to really question everything, because I can guarantee you, especially if you work for some sort of physical store, company, anything that involves traditionally face-to-face interaction, having very minimal online interactions, the way they used to work for you is going to be challenged. So a lot of people thought that was crazy. I've got 3 coaches that I'm working with at the moment. Yes, every coach needs a coach too. So I've got my mentality is I treat my coaches like my team, right? If you think about teams, they all have, each individuals have different skill sets. So I have a coach that's really creative. He's really good at coming up with ideas, really big picture ideas, and teaching you the systems to get there. I've also got a coach that's really detailed in implementation, and she will literally take you through step-by-step guide of how you do and implement things. And she would answer specific questions each day, basically. So it's a very supportive environment and take you through a little step at a time. So she'll basically hold your hand. And then I have another coach that's very creative spiritually as well. So she is sort of my spiritual business guide person. And between the 3 of them, I find my happy medium, right? But I'm finding myself now more than ever having to sit back and go, okay, I've got all this knowledge, I've got all this support. Which one is true to me right now? Which one do I need right now? Can I maybe reconfigure it to best suit the situation? I'm finding myself reinventing myself every single day, finding new ways to deal and maneuver the situations at work and in business. One thing that I have learned is to ask a lot of questions, of people around you. Almost take this as a survey, as a new learning curve. Forget about everything that you ever learned, and we're starting from 0. Now, for some of you, this might feel like, oh my God, such a scary thought. For me, I actually think this is like the most amazing opportunity ever. How many times in your life do you get to give this opportunity where you can reinvent in your life? How often do you get the opportunity? How often do you get the opportunity in life when you can go, wow, okay, let's reassess, see how we're going. Let's just, if something doesn't work, let's just get rid of it. We can start new again. This is actually an opportunity to reborn, rebirth, re-energize and renovate yourself and your life. How amazing is that? And I think now more than ever, we need to start take on practices that will help us think about things in a more positive perspective. You might think, oh no, it's all doom and gloom. Let me tell you, for the past week, I've been hanging out with some of the most amazing group of people. They all think positively, right? And if you want to know the things that we have in common, number one, we'll limit the amount of news that we read, because there's no point to keep absorbing all those fear factors, as I call it, and just being freaking out about it. There's no point freaking out about it. It's not going to save you, right? In fact, when you're freaking out and when your body is full of emotions, your immune system is actually down. So it's actually going to make the situation worse. The best thing you could do for yourself right here, right now, is not watch the news. Okay, find ways that would make you feel more connected to yourself. Exercising. If you've got a backyard, there's plenty of resources online right now. If you go onto Facebook right now, YouTube, there's a lot of resources, free meditation, free healing, free exercises, free yoga. In fact, in my mastermind group, Winning the Womanly Way, we've been starting to share any free resources that we know that could benefit everybody. Right, which also brings me to my next point. It is so important right here, right now, that we bring communities together, that we make sure that we surround ourselves with positive people, with positive mindset that can actually see things outside of this bubble of fear. Because when you are able to go outside of the bubble of fear, jump out, look at it from a objective perspective, you can actually see there's so much opportunities. One of my workmates just sent me a photo of his friend in Ireland who owns a distillery. And because people don't buy from him anymore, he turned his alcohol into hand sanitizer and started selling hand sanitizers. That's positivity. That's being flexible. That's being creative. But I want you to remember, though, when your emotion is up, when you're full of fear, angst, uncertainty, and just all this anxiety, you're not going to be creative. A creative state is only created when you are calm and at flow. When you're full of emotions, you're not going to be creative. Okay, when you're full of emotions, you're going to be making the wrong decisions. You're going to repeat the same patterns over and over again. But remember what I just said. What used to work for you doesn't work anymore. Unless you're being creative and think outside of the box and really assess the situation from a calm and collected headspace, whatever used to work in the past really isn't going to work. It's like the toilet paper situation. We used to go, well, run out of toilet paper, just going to go to the supermarket and grab some. Maybe I'll look for the cheapest one because, I think they're just ripping us off with toilet paper. Do you think that's going to work? No, you can't even buy it. You can't even buy toilet paper now. So it's all out. What are you going to do? Instead, a lot of people are reaching out to social media, to their connections and go, hey, I just need one to get by. Whatever it takes to be creative. There's a teacher that in my network, she said, we used to use newspaper when we were younger. Use newspaper. If you've got newspaper, take more showers. It's got my partners looking at hoses that you connect to and separator that you connect to that could wash your bum. Be creative, right? But how can you be creative when you're panicking and in stress? You can't tap into the inner creativity. We are all creative beings, but only when you're not stressed, right? So back to my point, now it's more important for you to be in a group, be surrounded by people who's got positive mindset that will get you out of that fight or flight state, so you can tap into your inner creativity and look at what you're going to do. What are you going to do utilizing this opportunity? See life as opportunity rather than obstacles. Now is the time. Okay? Now is the time. Difficult times makes leaders. Difficult times makes champions. Now is your time to shine. Now, in terms of working with groups, I do want to use this opportunity to share with you guys, I am starting a mastermind group. So a mastermind group is essentially a group of people who are all working around the same thing. So my mastermind is all about how do you elevate and shine your career and become the best version of you during crisis. It's called the Winning the Womanly Way. So for those guys that are watching, yes, unfortunately, this is a woman's group. However, if you're a guy, you're watching, you're like, damn, woman, what are you talking about? We need a mastermind too. You know, we talk about gender diversity. We need a men's mastermind too. Message me. I'm more than happy to set it up if I have more than 5 people in a group. So the Winning the Womanly Way mastermind is starting just after Easter. And I've decided to launch a birthday special, as some of you would know, earlier this week. So the special ends on the 31st of March. So if you're interested, if you want to really amplify and work on your career right now, while there's a little bit of downtime, you've got spare time, really now is the opportunity. You get to work with me 90 days intensively on your career. You get 3 one-on-one sessions with me. And then every second week, you get a module that's specifically targeting one area of your career. We'll work on your LinkedIn profile, we'll look on building confidence, we'll work on what do you really want out of your career and out of your life. How do you network like a queen? How do you ask for your salary and pay rise? How do you really know your self-worth? How do we find work-life balance? So we're going to work through all that. And then every week that we don't have a training, there's Q&A sessions where you can all post your questions online and I will answer that. So there's plenty of touch points that you'll have with me. Plus, whoever signed up this month, you'll get a special gift pack from me that will treat you like a queen. Notice I don't say like princess, queens. We are queens. If you watch MKR, My Kitchen Rules in Australia, there's 2 participants listed. Just got to keep calling each other queens, which I find really interesting. Anyway, that's me for today. If you are interested, I will pop my link below to sign up for Winning the Womanly Way Mastermind. And like I said, if you're a guy and you believe that I should be running one of those for you as well, comment below. More than happy to set it up as long as we can get 5 people in a group. I'm calling it in. I'm calling it in. I'm calling it in. Anyways, have a lovely, lovely weekend. Oh, by the way, tonight I'm actually running a stress and anxiety workshop for free. I'll post the Zoom link below as well. If you see it in time, it will be on 9 o'clock Sydney time. Feel free to log on. That's my contribution piece. I'm also hoping I can actually record it and upload it for you guys as well. Love you all. See ya tomorrow.